Hello everyone, Reza here. Welcome to the channel. We released another video for PCG, and in that video I talked about linear grammar tool. And many of you made a request that, Reza, can we please have more rules to automate for specific scenarios? Hence this short video. What I've got is really simple. I've got 4 geometries, just a box, a cone, cylinder, and sphere. And I already assigned them into linear grammar tool to speed up this tutorial. Token A goes to the box, B goes to the sphere, C to the cone, and D to the cylinder. Now, let's talk about some ready-to-go rules. The first one is perfect centering. When you have many assets on the left, many assets on the right, but you want one particular asset to be always at the center. Let's say you've got segments, fence segments, and gate, and you want to have fence, and then gate, and then fence, stuff like this. In that case, I'm going to go A asterisk and then comma. The object that I want to be in the center is going to be the sphere, so B, comma, A asterisk. That allows me to keep B at the center. So if I start drawing, B always at the center, regardless of the length of the path. Very useful. Great case to create gates, hero props in the middle of the road, or if you want to sort of add elements into your bridge, let's say. Next one is a controlled random with structure. What do I mean by that? It means that you've got a structure going on while you have randomness in the middle. Let's say you want to keep the sphere at the beginning of your path, at the end of your path, but you want the center to be some sort of a random system that it's going on. So in that case, you always start with B, the sphere, for the beginning of the path, comma, B at the end, and then we use curly brackets, open and close curly brackets. And in here, you can do all sorts of stuff. I can go with the cube first. So A with a weight of 1, and then comma, C with a weight of, let's say, 2. And if you want to have a bit of repetition going on, adding asterisks and comma to separate it from the last asset. So all I'm saying is repeat this. And remember, in here, C, our cone, has got higher probability compared to our A, so it's going to show up more frequently. But regardless of the length, B will be at the beginning and at the end, and B is the sphere. So let's give it a try. So you can see in the middle, I have cone because it's got a higher probability. It's going to repeat because of the asterisk, but regardless of the length, I always have B at the beginning and at the end, and that is controlled random with structure. Again, very useful if you want to create, let's say, guardrails or modular edges that must start and end clean type of scenario. Now, let's discuss another scenario. Hero assets that you want to guarantee and place it once, regardless of the chaos that you have. In that case, you say, you know what, repeat C as many times as you can, comma, and then we are going to use brackets. That is going to guarantee the placement of the asset that you want once. I'm going to use A in this case, so the cube. So C, repeat it, comma, and then place A, comma, and then perhaps repeat C again multiple times. Now, if I start drawing again, you can see that it is going to place A as my hero asset and fill the left and right with whatever you nominate. It doesn't need to be the same asset. It can be something else. Let's put cylinder on one side, and it's going to do that. So that is pretty useful when you want to, let's say, have street, and then statue, and then street type of example. So this A, that bracket, is going to force placement exactly once, which can be useful in certain scenarios. Next one is called modular placement, and that is fantastic for architectural use, not so much forest or organic environments. And that's where you want to place specific objects, specific number of times to, let's say, cover an area. It could be a base floor where you have a corner and then you have number of tiles. You can go one corner, 5 tiles, another corner at the end. And we use open close brackets for it. Let's say I'm going to go open close brackets. I'm going to start with my sphere and I'm going to say, repeat that once, then comma, open bracket. Let's say I'm going to put A, close bracket, 5 times, or it can be 3 times, comma, and then open close bracket. And within that, we are going to say B again, only once. So it's going to place the corners and it's going to fill the middle with whatever you want, the number of times you wish to have. If I start drawing, you can see that I'm getting the box 3 times as requested, and then B once at the end, B once at the beginning, regardless of the length of the path. That is very useful in case if you're doing some architectural work and you want to use linear grammar tool. Next one is symmetry without math. Let's say you want to create mirroring effect. You've got smaller pillars and medium pillars and larger pillars, and you want to have some sort of an order. Start with the small, medium, large, and then medium, small. Create symmetry. With that, all you need to do is to reverse and put an asset or symbol right in the middle. We've got 4 objects. So let's start with A, comma, B, comma, C. C is going to be right in the middle, and then we reverse. B, comma, A. In that case, A and B are going to mirror themselves, and C, our cone, will be right in the middle. There you go. So C is in the middle, and then we have symmetry going on. Of course, when it comes to the size, the offset, the distance, you can switch and change them all in here. And that leads me to the next point. If none of these make sense, make sure to go back and watch the prerequisite. I put the link in the description and also up on the screen top right, so you guys can access that video, because in that video I go through all the attributes. For example, I'm enabling use mesh bounds in here or changing the size in here. So make sure to go ahead and watch that. There is one last rule I would like to show, and then we can close this tutorial, and that is to create rhythm. To create rhythm, again, we are going to use open and close brackets. So open and close brackets, and within that, I can go A, comma, B, and repeat. That is fantastic when you want to create repetition, to create visual rhythms. It's great again for architectural use, architectural repetition, to work on your facades or to create stylized environment. So now with that rule, I can start drawing, and you can see I am creating a repetition along the path. So A, and then B, A, and the B, and you can kind of extend that however you want. That should do it. Hope you guys use these rules in your own projects. Hopefully we get the chance to cover even more rules. I'm barely scratching the surface here, but it's so much fun. I couldn't resist. I wanted to make this short video available to you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Until the next one, see you guys later.